What's going on, my pretties? How you doing? I am Goat, and welcome back to Warframe. So, we just looked at this particular weapon, the Bratton Prime Incarnon, and now we're going to look at the Lato Vandal Incarnon. Now, for those who don't know, early gamers or early Warframe players, there are three items in this game that you just simply cannot acquire, and it is Excalibur Prime, the Lato Prime, and the Skana Prime. Those were founder pack only. The people who basically helped this game get off its feet and out into the serviceable public for us all to enjoy. So I say let them enjoy it, and we work with everything else. Now, first of all, the Lato Vandal is kind of a pain in the dick to farm because the only place that you can farm it is in Elite Sanctuary Onslaught, and it is in a clusterfuck of drop table. So it takes a minute to get this thing unless you just get really, really lucky with the RNG gods. So may the odds be ever in your favor, because it's kind of like the fucking Hunger Games out there. That being said, though, if you are going to compare the Lato versus the Lato Vandal is the better statted version. Now, that doesn't say a lot because the Lato Vandal isn't very good, and neither is the Lato. The Lato just, they both have a funky little quirk with damage attenuation and damage DPS a little bit, but it's not even that great. So, aside from that, though, the Lato Vandal is definitely the way I would suggest doing this. If you really just don't want to farm the fucking thing, just understand that your numbers are going to be a little bit lower than what you're going to see here. Now, I do have a Riven for this, so please take that into account, but we are going to talk about just a basic mod swap out on this to just do something a little bit different. So, first of all, increased damage by plus 22 with overshields damage by 40. Guess who has this gun? Protea. It's really easy to keep overshields with Protea, so why not? Secondly, increase accuracy and reduce recoil by 50%. We'll talk about that in a sec. Now, this one, the Death Trap Trigger. This is where you start getting into more of a level cap playstyle. Level cap, Eidolon Hunters, primary disruption players, things like that. Basically, weapon swapping is, equipping your secondary from your primary, vice versa. So basically, you go in with like a stat primer weapon, and you go in with your other weapon being some high, just absolute murder weapon. And it just helps to soften up the enemies with the status, the status procs hitting the enemies for what they're weak against, and then hitting them with a high crit weapon. And it's just a very good playstyle to really mop the shit out of some enemies. So that being said, this is kind of like just enticing people to get more comfortable with that playstyle, and in turn, it gives you quite the nice little payout for doing so. Like 38% fucking crit chance and a 2.6 critical damage multiplier for 4 seconds. Now you're going to see me kind of do a lot of weapon swapping when I do it, because honestly I forget to do it otherwise. So usually I'll take like 2 shots and you'll see me weapon swap, which, truth be told, for a 4-second time frame, it's a pretty round number anyway. So the build. Now this thing went from being a fairly weak statted weapon to holy Jesus Christ. Now, please understand that the green number, the green critical chance and multiplier that you see are showing the application of the buffed critical chance and critical damage from the weapon swap. So just own that for what it is, okay? With that being said, front side of this gun, if you do the weapon swap, well, first of all, let's just look at this, okay? Reload speed and critical chance. Nothing amazing. It just absolutely helps the Incarnon transition, because it has basically a reload like function, I guess would be, or a reload algorithm written in for the Incarnon transition. So it just helps speed it up a little bit, which is fine, and a fuck ton of critical chance. And then yes, you'll see me running secondary Deadhead, because this thing's a shotgun Incarnon. And having maintained between weapon swaps and everything else, and I believe the stacks are 4 seconds for Merciless, having the weapon, primary to secondary weapon swaps for kills and everything else, it's just far easier to maintain stacks for secondary Deadhead, because it lasts for 24 seconds per stack, and there's 3 stacks. Also, you get a headshot multiplier, which with this thing is beautiful, and then even more lack of recoil. So this thing does not kick at all with this particular arcane on there. Yeah, so this is the base side of the build with weapon swap. Here is the Incarnon side, 24 charges. It is semi-auto, thank God. accuracy of 100%, which is great. 5.6 fire rate, also not bad. Multi-shot of 5.4 with a shotgun. Excuse me, I am so sorry. Sorry. It's like 4 a.m. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, like, as you can see, to keep it at a mediocre investment of 4 Forma, it's still got 360/60s on it, and the status is still that piss poor. So if you really want to go into investment, like, you could do prime heated charge, and then you could do like pathogen rounds, but I think you're going to be, if my math is rolling around in my head properly at the moment, I think you'll still be having 160/60 on there, but it's really no harm to run all 360/60s, because you're going to see in a moment why it does not matter. And albeit it does not show fall off, I just figured running lethal momentum actually does seem to help a little as far as with the shotgun side of this thing, and maybe I'm just seeing things, I have no idea. This thing also has like one of those little surprise quirks to it, is it even though it doesn't show an AoE and it doesn't really like show any kind of realistic spread to the fire rate, dear God, does it have an area of effect, and it is quite hilarious to watch. So yeah, we're gonna go look at that in a moment. But 373.9% critical chance with an 11.8 multiplier and 28% status per projectile, doing 2086.6 base damage. Now again, that is with weapon swapping. So please take that into account. Don't just think, oh, I'm just going to go get me a fat Riven with, 219% crit and it's going to look like that. Nope. Only with weapon swapping will it look like that. But we're going to go do that. I don't know why I'm trying to hit the wrong buttons on my controller, I'll tell you that. My hat. I adjust my headset and my hat slides and then I'm an idiot. So here we go. Let's go kill stuff. See, I don't mind weapon swapping. I really don't. Like,
your weapons make
it is a play style that you don't normally see me do unless I'm swapping, from a melee to one of my firearms. But it is quite a serviceable play style nonetheless. Oh, of course, we're gonna be down here this time. Okay, cool. Hey guys, slow down. My God. Okay, so weapon swap. Skirsh. Excuse me, I want that. So, let's get out here in this crowd. So, weapon swap. Skirsh! Bro, were you just sitting there? I mean, how you like that little nugget of happiness right there? Nice little area of effect. There's no way this thing has that much spread to it. I accidentally tapped it 3 times, so I went back to the Bratton. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Stop it. Stop it. But notice, because it does such shit damage, as long as you don't weapon swap, you can hit a trash mob with this fucking thing. And it just fucking charges right the fuck up. As long as you actually hit him in the head. Me, it's questionable. We all know I got some bullshit aim when it comes to trying to, do accurate shots. Get them pro gamer numbers, baby. I'm like a 24% lifetime accuracy in this game because I rock. I'm a hip-firing motherfucker. That's exactly what I am. Die.
I delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time.
And again, if you really want to see like that big PP damage, you just make sure you actually go for headshots. I mean, basically just aim high. They tend to just fucking die. Stupid drone. Hey, die. Y'all are some wiggly motherfuckers, alright? Would you stop?
Life support Transport on the way.
And I mean, like, I can semi-auto the hell out of this thing. I just think it's funny to watch the poof up the stairs like that. I don't know what the AoE of this thing is, but it's fucking great. Shooting old boy's shoulder pad.
Another life support
Excuse me,
capsule is
stop
now
it.
available.
So yeah, oh there it is. Where? Where? Go away, go away, go away! Hi, how you doing? Oh my god, these fucking shield drones, man. But, see, there's an Xmas hiding in there. Hey, buddy. Bonk. Oh, here comes a good time. Didn't mean to do that. Angst. See, they don't like this. They really don't like this thing. Go ahead, hit war cry, bitch. I mean, completely fucking about here, okay? Like, I'm not even, like, really trying to get headshots. Hold on, you're tanky. Like, if you actually aim for the headshots on the Acolyte, which can be a little intriguing at times, but if you can actually have the patience to aim for headshots on the Acolyte, that motherfucker dies. See, she's not a fan.
The operative has just made their first discovery.
And I don't know if they changed the drop table here.
When you need it, extraction is ready.
If anybody tells you that this thing isn't a good time, they be lying. I mean, yes, is it Riven? Obviously, highly assisting this build. No, without question. Wouldn't even dare say otherwise. But in lieu of the Riven, you could just simply apply base damage. So something like Augur Pact. It will assist. It will do well enough. And with that much critical chance applied to the weapon, and critical damage applied to the weapon just by weapon swapping, it does really fucking well. Not even gonna lie. So, I mean, build as you will, do what you do, and, you know, enjoy the gun. The only thing you're not gonna enjoy is farming for the damn weapon. That's just the truth. I'm not running out of time, Lotus. I'm really not. I fucking promise I'm not. See? Because I left. Fuck off. Anyway, folks, I want to thank you very much for watching. As always, we will catch you in the next one, all right?